I tried putting up this backdrop, but it doesn't really look like that's gonna help. I haven't posted in like 2 weeks or something because I got really busy. Oh, I need to clip my nails. Don't look at that. Actually, I'm gonna go clip them. I don't know what happened, but I can't even find it. I don't know where it went, but the nail clipper, gone. It's out. I'm just gonna do this video like this so that you can't see that. Haven't posted in like 2 weeks, and the first thing I'm posting now that making another video is that I'm doing 75 hard. Today was my first day, and what inspired it, I don't know. I think it was partially that one song called Give Me More by Alopei, Alopei. And then I think in parentheses it says just rawer, like Rawer. I don't know, something about that song, and then I think I saw like an edit to the movie Pursuit of Happiness with it, where I was just like, oh, I can't keep sitting around, I gotta like get up and do something. And so I decided to do that. I've also just been really busy lately, and that's why I haven't been posting. I did it all today, except I gotta eat dinner now. Actually, I'm sorry, but since you can't see my mouth, I am going to eat while I'm talking to you. Yep. Cajun chicken pasta from Trader Joe's, but it's really hot, so I'm gonna let it cool off for a little bit. Anyway, when I did my outside cardio, which you're supposed to do 45 minutes of, I would make sure that I was running at whatever speed I could for 5 minutes. And then I started with 10 push-ups before I started running, and then I set timers for every 5 minutes. And every 5 minutes, I did 10 push-ups. And so since I ran for 45 minutes, or was on my feet for 45 minutes total, every increment of 5 from beginning to end, I ended up doing 100 push-ups, which is 100 more than I did yesterday. So I can't think about the fact that I don't consider 100 push-ups a lot in general. I didn't do it yesterday, so, and I did today, so it's better. I would kind of jog for 5 minutes, and then I'd walk for 5 minutes, just because I haven't really been doing that lately. I sprained my ankle a few weeks ago, and today was the first day that I've run on it, so I really wanted to be all right with it. It's been clicking a lot lately, so that's something that I hope gets better. Then for my 45-minute workout inside, I went to the gym and I stretched for a little bit because I'm out of practice with stretching. I'm usually able to do the splits. I don't know if I can still do the splits. Let me check. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, ow. Okay, I need to get my splits back. I'm also wearing, I ran today in LeBron's, like basketball shoes. Not a great idea. That I didn't like that. I'd rather run barefoot, which probably would hurt a lot more, actually. What am I thinking? I don't know. It's late, man. I drank a ton of water today, just a ton, 75 hard is supposed to drink a gallon. I drank 148 fluid ounces, which is 20 fluid ounces more than a gallon. And so usually it's hard for me to drink a gallon. So it's nice to know, hey, I can go over a gallon. So so it should be good to reach a gallon in the future. Honestly, I just have to pace myself. Been peeing a lot today as a result. Let's see. And I still did things today. I went out and went to a birthday party. I helped a professor of mine with a class that lasted like 2 hours long. I was still out and about. A crazy thing that happened today is that I made a to-do list. And of course, I have like this bank of all these things that I want to get done today. And it's an endless list, so I'll never finish my little bank. But I put down a little schedule of all these other things I wanted to do today. And usually I always I get distracted, and for some reason it doesn't happen. But today I did it. I don't remember the last time I did that. I did it all. And the timetables of it all varied, sure. But I did it. I got all of that done. There are still some things that I wanted to do in theory today, but just didn't have time, but that's okay, because it's not gonna kill me. I still have to read 10 pages of a book. I was going to read Dune because I've been reading Dune lately, and I'm 150 pages in that. I like that book a lot, but I'm going to read Atomic Habits because I think they want you to 75 hard thing is about reading a nonfiction book. I'll read Atomic Habits. I've been meaning to read it anyway, so should be good. Let me think what else. I want to give I want to show you where I'm at, so I'm going to have to cut here. I'm gonna be shirtless in a moment. I have a bit of back knee. Here's an interesting thing that I'd like to bring up. I have a few insecurities that, interestingly enough, I've only ever been the one to bring them up and talk about them. These include I'm about to tell you my insecurities. And you're not allowed to use them against me. It also just doesn't work. Because I'm not going to tell you why I'm insecure about it. But like I have a little bit of very small amount of acne on my back and a little bit on my chest and my shoulders. It's hormonal, and I'm trying to do stuff to fix it, and it's been getting better. And my smile, something I'm pretty sensitive about. My nose, sometimes I feel good about it, sometimes I don't. My ears, but that's okay. Because actually no one has ever commented on any of these except me, but that's okay. Like, come on, like I've been in middle school, I've been in high school, I've been around people who like try to point out your insecurities, and they always pick out the wrong things. They don't pick out this stuff. But anyway, yeah, all right. So this is since I'm doing the 75 part, I want to show you like physically where I'm at. I'm just gonna do waist up. Y'all don't need to see anything waist down, like legs. Also, just not really in the mood to show you any of that right now. But yeah, hold up. Also, do you like my backdrop? It's I thought that it might look nicer in comparison to my other videos, but I can't figure out a way for it. It's literally like it's like leaning right now. Maybe I literally could have done this. That would have looked so nice, but I don't really know what to lean it on. Okay, yeah, that doesn't work. Anyway, here's me shirtless in a moment. Oh, I'm so sweaty. The shirt's like sticking to my back. Okay, it's not really optimal lighting, right? But like, I don't know, I have like a light above me. I don't know if that's gonna be too harsh. I mean, that's all right. I don't really do this a lot anyway. This is me flexing, I guess. And then not flexing, flexing. Damn. I'm gonna get my shirt back on. I'm gonna get a different shirt on. Switch things up for the video. I'm gonna get this Superman shirt on because I just saw the new movie. I actually really liked it. And also, tell me this shirt isn't punk rock. Come on, look at that. Look at that. The shirt's so punk rock. That's a joke. Man, I'm tired. But that's good. I'm earning my sleep. Earn your sleep. Come on. Yeah. So right now I'm 190 pounds. I'm eating 2,500 calories minimum a day. I'm eating my 200 grams, trying to shoot for 200 grams of protein, which what I'm about to eat is going to put me way over 200 grams. It's like this is 42 grams alone, and I'm already at like 176 for the day. Oh, and then also 5 grams of creatine a day. The reason I'm not like going for like a huge surplus is because I was talking to this guy and he was like, you're just going to get fat, and then you're going to like, cut, and you're just going to, kind of go like this. But like the muscle is going to be muscle. It's still going to be there, like for what you're trying to do. Because let's be honest, I want to look like Nightwing. If you don't know who that is, look him up. Wow. I keep telling some of my friends that I do this. I have like my fun little videos. And if you watch these, friends, I feel like I'm much weirder in person, actually. I don't know why. I had an instinct to get self-conscious, so forget it. But yeah, I want to look, see, like that was not a nice thing to say to myself, even though there were no words that were said, only sounds. Ooh, probably should have put a warning there. That was great. That was A-okay. I'll just say, if someone's like in their bed and they're kind of stuck in their bed, the first step is to get out of bed and like walk around. First step is, and then, I think you work up to something intense. Some people, they do it as like a really intense self-punishment. I know I have sometimes. And I think that is like, you're still running on empty, because you should be running on discipline. If you run on motivation or some sort of self-loathing, that burns out, because then you feel better about yourself. And then when you feel better about yourself after doing something that you did because you originally weren't feeling good about yourself, then you're going to get comfortable again. You're going to be like, well, I don't need to do it because I did it yesterday. I say just do something hard, but make it doable. If you, okay, think about it like this. If my plan today was to run 5 miles, I don't know the last time I ran 5 miles. I ran like 2.5 today, I think. Get Strava. I recommend Strava. I don't know how far I ran. Let me check. I really want to check. Okay, I ran 3.38 miles today. But let's say, well, so here's the thing. I walked a lot of it. I didn't go with headphones because I wanted to like listen to my surroundings. And I have a lot of songs stuck in my head, so those just kind of like got me going. But I think it was actually a really nice experience. No music. I feel like sometimes music distracts. And I didn't get to the point where I was meditating either. I was just, oh, and then I also like, I had other things that I was trying to do and trying to coordinate. I'm producing a short film with some of my friends this weekend. So I had to text back some people. So I did it. I made sure to do those things in the 5 minutes where I was walking. So I would do 5 minutes jogging, push-ups, 5 minutes walking, push-ups, 5 minutes jogging, push-ups. And I did that every 5 minutes for 45 minutes. Um, but if it's easier for you to do music or to make a game out of it, that's how you should do it. Or if you need to run 5 miles, do one, you walk one in the morning, and then you eat or something, you just chill, and then you walk another one. And you make it really easy for yourself. Walking is really easy. I think you can walk a mile and not even realize it. Just go on a walk, just like walk around, not even do anything. And just put Strava on, and then you'll find out, oh, I walked 5 miles today. Make it easy for yourself. Or just like, you just got to put yourself in the environment to make the switch. Oh, okay. If you're sitting in your bed, you're not going to walk anything. If you get up and you stand outside and you just stand there and you give yourself an hour where it's just like, I can't go back inside my house, then for an hour, you're going to do something. And you'll probably start walking. You might even start sprinting for fun. And then after a while, you'll end up doing at least a mile or two. Happens quick. I think that's my thinking when it comes to 75 hard. Concerns for myself going forward, my foot, my ankle. Got to be careful about that. Got to be careful about the food. I want to eat very clean. I need to read. To be honest. I need to schedule things. I need to cancel things so that I can do more of this. Sometimes I find myself doing something for 10 hours, literally. Like if I'm on set or something, for something dumb too, then I'm not really able to work out. Unless I'm just like doing push-ups in between takes. But I don't really know how I would time myself. I would just give myself like 200 push-ups to do. And also, I can't do more than like 15, 20 push-ups in a row. Like 20 is like pushing it. And so like 100 push-ups in a day, spread that out. Stuff like that. I'm just yapping now. But it's good. It feels good. I actually miss doing this. So I'm going to edit this tomorrow. I'm going to put it up. I said there was something else I wanted to talk about. There's plans going forward. And for me, that's basically make a video at the end of the day, edit the video the next day and post it same day. Still going to be this crappy editing style where I just take out the pauses in between what I say while I'm rambling. I did put like a bullet point list of what I wanted to do today. I'm not saying that that's like a great thing. It's just better than not having anything, which I'm good with. There's no demand right now. I honestly I don't have the patience to edit this into something else. That's the truth. Oh, I wrote another song recently. It's country again. It's country-ish. The last one was country-ish. This one's even more country. I don't even listen to country. I like Johnny Cash and Dolly Parton. That's it. I'll do that soon. I think it'd be really good if I could make a 75 hard video and then like another random video, either once a day or once every other day. And it's just consistent 75 hard videos. I think that would be really nice. If I have to do something between 75 hard video and doing 75 hard, I have to do 75 hard. Speaking of which, I still haven't eaten my food, and I need to. God, I'm thirsty. I still haven't read, and I need to. So I'm gonna go do that. And then I'll talk to this little phone tomorrow. Also, one of the reasons I stopped filming for so long was because the video I made before this one, my phone kept running out of sorry, I just cursed. My phone kept running out of storage. I was so annoyed, and I was like, oh, maybe I can get like a camcorder. But then I'm like, honestly, I just don't. I can probably find like a cheap camcorder or like a free used one off Facebook Marketplace, but I don't have the patience to learn how to attach that to my laptop. I bet it's really easy too. I don't know why I have that in my head. Go Superman. Something I came up with today is the reason why Superman is so optimistic and why he's like, let's go, guys, is because he doesn't have to worry about the hard things that normal people have to deal with, like their everyday inconveniences. That includes if you lose your keys, X-ray vision. If you're late to work, fly, super speed. If someone bumps into you or steps on your toes, you have super strength. They don't care. If your food is a little too hot, cool it down. But also, it doesn't matter if it's too hot. You're Superman. If you need to heat something up for someone, heat vision, everything. All those powers at your disposal, you can literally just be comfortable about it. Which is the point then, because then it's like, okay, if you're comfortable and you have privilege, then what you should do is take advantage of that by helping others, which I guess is the point, but I'm not really sold. Love me some Clark Kent though. Love me some Superman, some Batman too. I'm gonna go now. This was such a mess of a video, but honestly, I don't care to improve it. I just want to do the 75 hard, and I just want to make this so that I feel like another pressure to keep doing it. How sick would it be if I'm like ripped at the end of this? I'm not bad off. I'm just a little lighter than I'm 6'4", 190 pounds. You know, David Cornsweet, who just played Superman, who I think took steroids, but I like the guy. But like he gained like 40 pounds of muscle in a few months. Steroids. Come on, boys. Come on. Yeah, whatever. All right, I'm gonna stop this. Bye. I want to say real quick before I go, like something that I'm expecting to happen is that I got it done today, and then it all depends on how I wake up tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm supposed to be in a class from 10 to 3. It's this whole like lab intensive thing, and so I'm supposed to be in it from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. So I'll bring food, I'll bring water, lots of water, and probably have to use the bathroom. Shit, I think I'm just gonna have to cuss in these videos because I just can't stop. I can control myself. We'll see. Yeah, I can control myself. So see how that goes, because then after that I have a meeting at 4 until 5, and then I have a music class at 6:30. So I can definitely do it because that's the mindset I need to have. But we'll see how it goes. But anyway, so days like that will happen. And then I think around like day 5 or 6, I might hit the like, why am I doing this? And if not 5 or 6, somewhere around 10. The furthest I've ever gotten in 75 hard before was 8 days in a row. But part of that was that my diet was 4,500 calories minimum and nothing else. That was the only like restriction. And I think I just didn't get enough water and food in one day. So I tried going to In-N-Out and getting a 4x4, which if you don't know, it's like 4 patties. And I got a 4x4, no sauce, no onions from In-N-Out. And then I got like a large Neapolitan milkshake. I don't know how, dude, I gotta tell you, me going to the bathroom, could have made a YouTube channel about that alone. But anyway, Superman, bye-bye. All right, I trying to look good sitting down. Not really working. Let me put on a Shakespeare shirt, hold on. There's a fun little emo Shakespeare shirt. Got my In-N-Out to finish off my calories for the day. I just went on my run, and I actually didn't know that I was about to start recording. I just kind of sat down and started doing this, so give me a moment. I don't have any of my thoughts. Okay, today I woke up at like 7:30, and then it was like, I can't get up right now, so I slept until like 8:30. I had to leave at 9 to get to this new class that I'm taking that started at 10. So I wanted to get there early. It's 15 minutes away, but I was like the second person there. And that class went from, it was like a lab. It went from 10 to 3, and I brought food with me, but it needed to be microwaved, and there wasn't a microwave. So I didn't have lunch, but I did find 2 Cliff Bars. I had 3. I had 2 more of these. So I ate those. Yeah, and then right after that, I had a meeting at 4, and so I got from one place to the other really quickly. No stopping for food. Got to that meeting. Meeting lasted an hour. From there, I went right from that meeting to home to pick up some stuff for a music lesson. I needed my laptop, and then I made food, and that was literally how I ended up eating my lunch then around 5:30 and ate it in the car on the way to my music lesson. Did my music lesson, left my music lesson. I came home just to fill up my water, I think, and then and get my headphones. And then I went to the gym, came from the gym, came back, and then I just ran. And I finished my run. Okay, here's something about today. In my lab this morning, it was this professor, and he was teaching this lab, and somewhere in it he starts talking about purpose, and he talks about this documentary on Netflix about Tony Robbins. And he was talking about, he said something about it, about like how Tony Robbins asked this guy, why do you want this, why do you want that? And he kept on digging into like the core purpose that this guy didn't even know or wouldn't even vocalize that he had. So we just kept digging. So I looked up the documentary, and then while I was about to go into In-N-Out, or while I was about to order at In-N-Out, because I did the whole get 8 patties, because that's 800 calories, 80 grams of protein, for 8 beef patties from In-N-Out. I think it was like 15-ish bucks. But while I was about to order, I watched the beginning of this documentary, and something that Tony Robbins said. He said, I used to say to myself every day, I'm unstoppable, I'm unstoppable, I'm unstoppable. I was like, okay. And he called them incantations, which I think is a better word for me than affirmations. For some reason, the word affirmation makes me feel like it's a reassurance, but incantation makes it sound a bit more spiritual. I like the word incantation. But anyway, when I went on my run today, again, no headphones, just said out loud to myself things such as, I tried starting with what Tony Robbins started with, I'm unstoppable, I'm unstoppable. And then I was saying things that, you know what, I'd prefer to keep personal, because they're just things that I felt like I needed to hear myself say to myself in that moment. And, one thing I found myself saying a lot was, I'll wake up in the morning and the first thing I want to do is get to work. And it's because I want that to be true. So I say it, and then I try to embody that feeling. And then hopefully when I wake up tomorrow, I'll feel that. And I beat my ass today, to be honest. I did 10 push-ups before I started running, and then every 5 minutes, and then at the end, for 45 minutes. So, and then when I got to my 100th push-up, I failed that push-up in a great way. I went down, and I literally had to peel myself off the floor to even stand up. And this was like on the dirty road. I was wearing a white t-shirt too, probably dirty, but I failed on my last push-up, meaning like I really hit my limit. And I was able to do that, and I didn't know I could do that. And I think that those incantations were really helpful for me, just because they gave me something to do other than think wanderingly. Anyway, these patties are so good. And then something I'll share today that I found really interesting was so I'll be honest, I have Hinge. I'm gonna delete it. And there was this girl that I matched with, and she liked me, and she insanely gorgeous. She just had these really pretty eyes and this amazing smile. And I saw that she does hip hop. She had these like lovely curls. And it was the kind of person that I look at and I don't have to ask myself if I'm attracted to them. I just go, yep, I'm attracted to you. And you seem cool. And you liked me first. Wow, look at me. It's almost like it's too good to be true. And then it was, because I think since I felt that need of, I want it so badly. The idea of falling in love, like I want to fall in love so badly, that I couldn't help but not be myself when I was trying to text her. And to be honest, she unmatched me. I don't know why, she probably just wasn't feeling it, which is okay. It doesn't hurt my ego. It's more like, that's all right. Oh well. And then like focus back on myself, ground myself again. But because I'm talking about that, because I saw that I'm still looking to that to try and complete myself, and that's not something that's going to complete me. Well, I've been drinking so much water today. I've taken my creatine. I read like a few pages of this book, which counts as a nonfiction book, but I didn't really get past the beginning. Also, I started reading it in public, and then although I try not caring what other people think and I try not being self-conscious, I just feel that this raises alarms, and I'm sitting off in the corner with my Noam Chomsky trying to read like this. Yeah, metal. And I started getting too in my head about it, so I decided, you know what, I'd rather just read this at home. Some guy asked me, hey, what book are you reading? And I said, it's something dumb, something stupid. It's just stupid, it's dumb. And then I showed him, and he was like, okay. is it bad? And I was like, no, it's actually really good. I just I can't say, I don't want to say anything heady. I want to play it down because I don't want to seem like I'm trying to prove anything. But then I don't know why I said all of that to him because I didn't have to. But you know what? He's a nice guy. He was a nice individual who came around out of nowhere and started talking to me. So can't be mad. Anyway, back to 75 hard. I don't know. I'm still sweating. I'm about to go into the shower. I gotta finish eating my food, and then literally as soon as I finish these patties, it's this 7 more pages or finish my reading. I mean, I'm good. I'm gonna edit the video from yesterday tomorrow morning because I don't have to do anything until like 3 p.m. I still have a few things I gotta get done tonight. I'll just do it all tomorrow. And then tomorrow, maybe I'll even do another video on top of the 75 hard one I'm already going to do. Schedule my workouts for the morning, do it throughout the day, probably make the video about the 75 hard throughout the day, and then record a little more at night, stitch that all together. There's day 3. Apparently my storage is full again, so I gotta go delete some videos. Bye. Talk to you later. Day 3. It's like 10 a.m. I woke up at 8:30, got ready, was out the door by 9, just ran around. I ate a Cliff Bar and a banana before I left. I'm gonna make myself a protein shake in a moment. Today was harder than yesterday. I think part of it might be just because I just woke up and then just went out. Unlike yesterday where I started with walking and then ended with walking because it was walking, running, walking, running, walking, running, walking, running, walking, running, walking. I started with running, so it ended with running. Push-ups are easier than yesterday, but not easy. With the incantation thing from Tony Robbins, I wasn't like as vocal as I was yesterday, but when it got hard, I came up with this like little march. It's a bit of a David Goggins thing, right? To be talking to yourself like that as well, especially when you're running. And so I was running. I would go like, it hurts, good. It hurts, good. And that carried me on because I was almost not able to run towards the end, or at least so I thought. And then I did, and it was just very difficult. But I thought in my head, that's where the important steps are. When it's really hard, taking those important steps is what I need to do. I really want to take a shower. I'm going to take a shower, and then I'm going to probably edit this video. Or actually, no, I'd have to wait for this to be over, but I can edit what I have in the meantime. I think I'm just going to put all 3 days, all 3 days together, make one video, because otherwise it's going to be quite short. Yesterday, my phone storage ran out because a friend of mine, while I was making a video, sent me a 10-minute long video over iMessage. What are we doing, guys? Who does that? No, but good friend of mine, so it's fine, can't be mad. I'm thinking, I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna do the videos, I'm gonna do some other things. I have something at 3, so as long as I get to the gym, I think I'm gonna get to the gym around 1. I will get to the gym at 1. And then I'll do back and buys. Yeah. Something I want to talk about, which I think I kind of mentioned before, is that I don't work out consistently, but I do have a habit since I was young of like eating clean. My mom was not big on sugar. She let me have, sugar here and there, but there was a stage when I was a kid where I was pescatarian of all things. I don't know, I was a very skinny kid, quite skinny kid. And then I think stopped growing, plumped out a little bit. I think in the past year I gained like 15-ish pounds. Or at least from the beginning of this year to last year, 15-ish pounds. And I'm a dancer, so I've been doing a lot of dance. Wow, I sound so interested right now in what I'm saying. I'm going to up the enthusiasm. I did dancing, I did martial arts, I did parkour as a kid, and also leading up to recently. So I was active, but I still don't have the discipline of working out all the time. So hopefully just getting in the gym every day, whether I really go hard or not, it's up to me on that day to go at it. But the habit of going to the gym and being like, oh, I haven't gone to the gym today. I need to go to the gym. Even if I just go to the steam room and then like stretch for 45 minutes, just at least that. I don't have the discipline. I'm sorry, I don't mean for this to sound any sort of like arrogant things. Phone ran out of storage again. I'm gonna get a camcorder. I'm gonna see if I can find one for free on face. Wow, hear that stutter? That happens sometimes. But I'm gonna try and get a camcorder on Facebook Marketplace. I was about to write it on my hand, but I'm not gonna remember that, so I'm just gonna write on this piece of paper. Camcorder. Sure, I can find one for nice, find one for cheap, and then go through the ordeal of figuring out how to upload it to my laptop. I've been setting it up as a very hard thing in my head, but no. Oh, I read Atomic Habits last night, right after I got off here. I didn't count anything that I read from On Anarchism. I just read 10 more pages of Atomic Habits, finished, and then I actually read a bit more. Chapter 2, I think, is what I read, and it was very interesting because it talked about habits in perspective of how a lot of people end gain habits. End gain? I don't know. Like they focus on the outcome. So for instance, if you want to be someone who eats healthy, then but you're identifying as someone who, oh, I have a really hard time eating healthy, but I'm trying to eat healthy, then it actually, the habit needs to start with your identity. So you actually have to be like, no, I'm someone who only eats healthy food right now. The author gave, who I can't remember the name of, wait, his name is James Clear, and he has this example where he says, imagine two smokers. They're both trying to quit smoking. The first one says, the first one's offered a cigarette and says, oh, I'm trying to quit. The second one is offered a cigarette and says, oh, I'm not a smoker. And through the identity and through your values, there's a difference in the way that you'll uphold your own habits. Another one was this guy who, some sort of CEO, who had a bad habit of chewing his fingernails. And not only did he stop, but he also got a manicure. Like he paid to have his nails done. And because he was paying for the manicure, he was proud. He took pride in how nice his nails looked. That makes sense. And it's not just the monetary value of oh, I'm giving money, so I have to feel that guilt if I end up chewing my nails. No, it looks nice. I prefer how it looks here. So I value how it looks over my habit and my instinct to do it. Good book so far. I'll finish it before I give any, big overview thoughts or recommendations. But great book so far. Yeah, so now protein shake, shower, edit some videos, gym, and then I have a thing at like 3 tonight, and then I'm supposed to see a movie with someone tonight. But I really think I can like get my calories. I've already got all my creatine down, pretty much. Yeah. All right. Talk later. Bye-bye. Sitting on my bed because I don't want to move from where I am. I'm comfortable. Just to end the day out, I only have to eat 60-ish more grams of protein, maybe 55. And then I'm good. I had this thing to do at like 3 p.m. And so I went to the gym right before, and then I got everything else done. Oh, I think I have to drink a little more water too, but only like 40 fluid ounces, which, it's like 7 p.m. right now. I definitely have time to do that. So I'll do that. And then now I'm just going to sit down and edit all the videos. That's basically it. All right. Hopefully 3 days of that was interesting to watch, or at least made sense. I know. Bye-bye.